What's up, guys? I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to come on here because the other night I was on Instagram, and it's not only on Instagram, but it's TikTok, it's Facebook, it's basically all social media platforms where there are so many people that are spreading a different word, telling lies, or manipulating the scriptures. Um, and it's very interesting because they all have a certain, some of them are wearing collars, kind of like a priest. Some of them are like, they kind of look like pastors, but they all have something very similar in common that I've noticed, and it is a spirit of deception, right? And what it reminds me of is kids who are telling their parents a lie, and their parents know exactly what they're doing because they know their kids so well. Anyone who comes across this video, basically what I want to tell you is make sure that you know your scriptures. Make sure that whatever these people are saying, that you test it out with the scriptures, and if it is false and they have a reputation of basically inaccuracy, then go elsewhere. But what I would truly recommend is not go to people, but read the scriptures, pray about the situation. There are just so many people that are deceiving other people, and the amount of people that these people have, it is so scary. It is scary to believe that people are so easily influenced that and basically what it takes is someone who is interested in what they're on the fence of whether it's a sin or not, and then you have somebody who's telling them that, well, it's not a sin, or like I said, manipulating the scriptures, and that's enough for them to go ahead and keep on listening to these people. We got to be smarter than that, right? Now, I understand that there are some people that did not grow up with people reading them the Bible. I didn't have that myself, but I did tell myself one thing. I was going to read the scriptures before I watched any videos. I was going to read the scriptures, and before I went to any church, I was going to read the scriptures. I was going to read the whole thing within a year, just basically doing it at my leisure time. And I was going to take notes, and I was going to make sure that I kind of knew, basically the basics, and had a kind of a good understanding before I started searching for kind of like more of a study thing, a study situation. What I mean by that is looking online for people to kind of explain to me in a better way. But do not go and try to start off with people first, because, man, there are so many people out there that are just willing to lead you down the wrong path, and they don't have any remorse whatsoever. In fact, some of these people get a kick out of it. That's how bad it is. So please read the scriptures first. Read them first before you start joining a church, before you start watching some of these content creators. Don't get me wrong, there are some really, really good ones out there that have some very, very good information and have helped me along the way as well too. So please, please make sure to read the scriptures first. Don't just fall for whatever anybody is saying, especially a young group. Read the scriptures, pray to God, and move forward. Try to do as much as you can on your own with God first, before start, because we need to have discernment. And yes, in a way, it can be a great way of learning discernment, but you have to know the scriptures, and you can't be the type of person to just fall for anyone. All it takes is somebody to kind of say, hey, you know what, I feel really resonate with this person because, back then my mom used to tell me to read the Bible, and then you come across these people that say, well, you don't have to read the scriptures all the time, right? And it's like, what? We're actually supposed to read it every day, and meditate on it. So, and not only that, what exactly does it mean to meditate on it? So these are a lot of things that we have to gain by um, having discernment. It is very, very, very important. It really is a dangerous time right now for young folks and also people who are desperate. You know, so if you are feeling desperate, and what I mean is that because you're just you don't know which way to go or whatnot, get yourself a Bible, start reading it, make a plan, talk to God, pray to Him about it before you start going out and seeking other avenues. Because, like I said, there are too many people running around in sheep's clothing, right? And they're wolves. So I wouldn't want anybody else to start going down the wrong path because of a person who is working for the enemy. So make sure scriptures are our foundation as Christians, followers of Jesus. So let that be your foundation, not people. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Take care.